The most wonderful time. It's GAC, low Kyber. What are we in right now? Kyber 3. And I just made a video the other day about the dark side of punching up. We continue to live that life. And so, what I want to do, I'm only going to announce this the first few times because I'm kind of new to putting the GACs out there. I want to do something that other people don't necessarily do. So, there will be a section at the beginning of this video that will be starting first thing, which is me essentially scouting out this particular opponent and talking about what I might have already set up or what I'm going to set up or what I need to think about. And I won't necessarily go, into a massive deep dive every single time, but I think it's helpful. Scouting got me where I am, quite honestly. If you're gonna punch up, you kind of need to scout because you just don't have the roster to compete with people who have double, triple, when you're really low, sometimes quadruple your GP. So let's just jump into that. This is going to be the section of the video where I, take a look at his roster. Now, spoiler alert for this one, in preparing for this video and thinking of how I was going to do this, I already looked, so I already changed some things, but I'm still going to tell you what I looked at, what I typically look at, and what I saw with this opponent in particular. So, hello there. His name is Hello there. Very appropriate. So, he has 4 GLs. He has 1 GL ship. It's Executor. Um, I believe, I recall he typically puts like Executor, Finalizer, and maybe like Radis on defense. I don't remember, but I know I looked at it and I said, okay, I can take ships if I have to, but we'll think about that. Then looking at characters. So the first thing I do is I look at the number of GLs that they have because there is a point, right? Um, Roster quality and character quality matters. It matters a lot. Are they well modded? Does everything make sense, right? But I'm going to be honest. Not a lot of people like to talk about this. There is a point where you're just out rostered, right? Like if I run into an opponent who has all 8 GLs and they put 8 GLs on the front walls, I can't take a wall. Like I don't have 4 teams to take out Galactic Legends right now. It's not what I focused my roster on. I focused on the rest of the game, which is most of these other characters. However, I did scout him out, and he puts Rey and Kenobi on his front walls, and he puts them on 2 separate front walls, which is hopefully it'll be his downfall here. But everything else, real quick overview. Ray and Slicker are 2 great examples of characters that I look at when I want to start understanding my opponent's mod quality. That's a big deal. If you don't think it's a big deal, you need to get with the times because, like, Ray's mod quality alone sometimes is the answer for can my Star Killer team take on Ray? And so I'll start with her first. So first of all, yes, this is low Kyber. This is actually Kyber, and people still don't understand how mod sets work. I don't want to speak for him, but you might be saying, well, he's probably got his fastest mods on her. Yeah, not really. She's really not that fast. Quite frankly, this is not meant to be, a crap talking session, but this is awful health for Array. This is barely acceptable speed for a Ray that isn't modded for speed. Um, and then the damage is just way too low. Typically, if you see a Ray that is this slow, it's because they're kind of like mine, and they have at least 200,000 health and they have like 12,000 damage. This is just everything is not where it should be. So this tells me I have options when it comes to his Ray. And then Slicker, it's just an overall mod quality kind of thing. So I look at him, I say, why do you have 3 tenacity? Again, we don't know how speed sets work. That's fine. I do remember looking at his Slicker and thinking, for someone who has no functioning sets, these stats could be worse. He could be slower. He could have less health. He could have less damage. So that's kind of hilarious. I mean, I don't, maybe it's by accident that he, has health, decent speed. I was expecting to see a little bit more offense, but the cross has an offense primary. I don't know. I believe it or not, I've seen worse slickers, even considering that his mods are not there. And then the third thing that I do is I sort by speed, and I checked to see how quickly his characters with 300 speed fall off. And I think his falls off around Rex. Yeah, 283. So let's check Gideon, 285. And then I do believe his Revan is actually, yeah. His Revan is air quotes fast for a Revan without a speed set, to be quite honest. But it's still not like wildly fast. And this is going to make the Malgus counter a little bit easier for me. Um, Everything else, there is one thing in particular that I want to take note of, and it is his Mara Jade's speed, because what I'm considering right now is a Star Killer mirror match, and pretty much the entire goal of that is going to be I go before his Star Killer goes. But all right, so I've done my scouting. Now I'm going to talk about real quick. This is the first time ever that I changed my fleet defense. And the reason I changed my fleet defense is because I scouted him in advance. I cannot go bottom. I cannot go bottom. It will not work. I will not get through his bottom wall. That's all there is to it. I can't go bottom. So that means my win condition is taking as many zones as I can top, which would entail ships as well. Because he has Executor, the only ship that I currently have in my roster that I could beat reliably, aside from Leviathan, I'm going to keep my Leviathan on defense, is another Executor, is my Executor. I typically keep my Leviathan and my Executor on defense. However, he cannot beat my Leviathan. It doesn't matter if I put junk with my Leviathan. He can beat the junk. He cannot beat my Leviathan. However, if I take my Executor on offense, which is something I almost never do, I guarantee I can win this mirror match. And so that's what we're going to do. Like I said, I think it's Executor, Finalizer, and was it Chimera? Was it Radis? I don't remember. But I looked at it and I said, wow, I can actually do that. Finalizer will get Malevolence, and Radis will probably just get all the leftovers until it goes. And as long as I can take his top, I should be in good shape. And I have further evidence to verify that. We can go in here. We can see what's happened so far. It took him a while to attack at all, but a little scary. He went straight in for my bottom wall, which is always disaster because my bottom back is awful. If you get through my bottom front, you are absolutely getting a free zone for the bottom back. However, he has now didn't notice this. He's failed twice on my Zorii team, my resistance team. Didn't realize he preloaded them. So probably going to run into some issues there. And so I don't know what he's used. I have to assume, based on what he takes on offense, one of these, he probably used Sith Eternal on my Malgus. He probably used SLKR on my Rey. And the rest of his roster, honestly, just based on mod quality, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but especially if this is preloaded, 338 on my Resistance Hero Finn. Plus they get the bonuses from Zorii. I mean, you're not going to go first. And now that they're preloaded, he might actually just be doomed. And my Phoenix is a similar story. Let's take a look at Rex. He gets an extra 50 speed from the Omicrons, the passive. So he's essentially at 384. If they can't get in front of my Finn, they can't get in front of my Phoenix. And so he might be done. I think right now he's waiting to see what I end up doing because my top wall is pretty subpar. He should be able to take this, and as a matter of fact, I've designed this top wall for him to be able to take this. I want him to go top so that he gets stuck on my Leviathan. He wastes his resources here. And now, ideally, what ends up happening is he's stuck on bottom. He can take top front. He gets stuck on back top. And all I have to do is take 2 zones, which means I have to take his top 2 zones. And that's exactly what I plan on doing. Another change I made recently, I started putting SLKR on defense because I need him there. I need a big stinker on defense to bolster my defense when I'm, I don't have a big roster here. And I switched that. I'm bringing SLKR on offense for his Traya team. It's basically a free win, and I can likely underman it. I'm probably going to end up undermanning it. We'll see if that bites me. His Rey will get my Bane. His Malgus will most likely get my JML, and his Star Killer, it will be a Star Killer mirror match, and we'll see how that we'll see how that goes for me. That shouldn't be a problem because what? His Mara again. Let's do this again. His Mara is 308, and I don't even remember mine. My Star Killer team needs some love, to be quite honest. It did what I needed it to do for a while. Oh, 303. Well, all right, you're going to join me on this journey. I'm going to have to think about this because he's going to go first, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want that. So maybe this gets JML. Normally I wouldn't take Star Killer against Malgus, but um, his Malgus team is pretty rough in terms of mods again. Health not great. Speed, his Malgus is just crawling across the floor. His Dreven is fine. His Bastila, I think she was kind of slow too. Yeah, and then obviously there's a Gear 12 Sith Empire Trooper. So, oh yeah, and there's no Malik, by the way. So this is actually probably going to get the Star Killer. This is going to get the JML. And I tell you what, real quick, let's go look at swgoh.gg to take a look at how well JML does against Star Killer. I just want to make sure it's not like secretly a hard loss or something like that. So one sec. Okay, so here we are in swgoh.gg, and let's just add, let's add Master Luke. And I do think I remember looking at this. Yeah, it's pretty much 100%. So that's perfectly fine. I think that's the plan. So let's get started. Let's hop back in. So here we are. We're going to start with what we know. Hopefully this doesn't make a fool out of me. We are going to go with we're going to go with Bane and Sith Empire Trooper. I've done this before. I do not have Bane Kron. I have his Omicrons. I don't have his Datacron. And let's just pick something. This is the one that I want. Do I want armor? We'll do crit avoidance, offense, armor pen. Yeah, that's fine. Let me make sure this isn't the one I usually use for Star Killer. That's funny. I think that is the one that I usually use for Star Killer. Is there another armor pen? This is the one I usually use for Star Killer. So instead of that, actually, let's take... I want crit avoidance, crit damage, crit chance, crit avoidance. Yeah, that's fine. And this should be perfectly fine. Now, fun fact. Last time I did this, I lost. Except it's because I am greedy and I very stingy with my resources. And I didn't give Bane his Zeta on his basic, which among a couple other things not worth mentioning, stops people from coming back to life if you kill them with his basic. Well, last time I did this, it was just down to Ray and Ben kept coming back at 50% because that's what he does, but Ray can't be killed when he's at 50%, and so I just kept killing Ben, and he would just come back, and I had nothing to keep him dead. So let's see if I embarrass myself with this. I'm also on the PC client for the first time, so I'll actually be using my keyboard. Let's reduce some cooldowns. And you can see Bane is Bane. Relic 5 Bane, ladies and gentlemen. That's great. And now all my cooldowns are reset again, so we'll zap them one more time. Ben's going to take a turn, and now hopefully... Actually, let's just do this. Let's see if Ben dies. If he does, that's fine. I want to get everybody else down. Okay, that's fine. Ben's back, and hopefully he never comes back again. Yeah. Can we just kill? Right, let's take a look at this. Can't be instantly defeated, but she can be defeated. Dodge. Didn't know she could dodge that. Didn't know she could dodge that. Hopefully the basic is undodgeable. That's interesting. All right, so a 2-man on the Ray. We're going to go for the next most annoying team. We will underman this. Do I even need Hux? I'm going to do Hux, and I'm going to do Fostapa. I just don't want. I can't afford for anything to go wrong in this match. And sometimes they'll just keep Supreme Leader Kylo Ren just permanently ability blocked. So by giving them a couple more targets, hopefully that'll help with that. But we're going to underman it again. We need as many banners as we can get. I forgot that I can ignore taunt, and that's a big deal. Because we're going to ignore taunt. Hey, let's just do this. Cool. Way easier than I thought. And I thought it was going to be easy. Yeah, let's do this. He's gone. He's gone. Underman Traya. Now, what did I say? I've done Starkiller versus Malgus before, but honestly, it's not fun. It's very scary. Let me think about this. Am I going to go first, or is he going to go first? He's got the Malgus Omicron. For each Sith Empire ally, Sith Empire allies gain 10 speed. Oh, by the way, isn't there another? They gain another 30. So for each Sith Empire ally, which is everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4, that might count as 5. So at least 40. The thing is, I'm not going to go before his Draven. His Draven, the AI forces them. Oh, but don't. Hold on. We're doing this together. Don't Jedi tanks taunt at the beginning of at the start of the battle? Jedi tanks taunt. Great. So, what I was thinking of here is he's gonna jump on. He's gonna fear Palpatine. It's gonna fear the entire team except for Starkiller. Except because the AI prioritizes Draven to use his fear on the leader because it applies fear to everyone. But Old Ben will be taunting. He starts the battle taunting. That will cause Draven to fear Old Ben, waste his fear on Old Ben, and then I think we can just, the whole thing is going to run smoothly from there. If in a perfect world, because everybody else can be feared except for Starkiller, in a perfect world, when Draven fears someone who's not the leader, it fears 2 people, right? Let's take a look at that. Insanity, if the target is the leader, if the leader is defeated, inflict fear on all. Otherwise, it's deal special damage, target enemy, and inflict fear on them and the enemy leader. Ah, crap. I thought it was just a random person. So he is going to fear Palpatine. Itty bitty annoying, but life goes on. I've done this before, and I can clean this team up if I have to. I only have to take 2 zones. So, I'm looking at this. I'm not going to use the Slicker Cron, and now I'm actually thinking, do I just want like 9 billion armor penetration? That could be the answer. Armor pen, or do I want crit avoidance because I just want to stay alive for as long as possible? Yeah, this is the one I usually use on Starkiller, so I'll just go ahead and do that. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna jump on Ben. Yep, and now Palpatine's feared. Yep. I actually do want to do this. It's fine. And now I actually do. Yeah, we gotta throw the barrel. It gives the most stacks of Unleash. That's what we want to do. He's not taunting anymore. She'll do the double whack. That's fine. That's fine. Yep. It's always... This matchup is just always so horrifying. Let's go for the weak one. Yep. Keep going for the weak one. He's a tanky boy. Yeah. Keep going for the weak one. Sometimes I hesitate using Mara's third. This is not as clean as I would like it to be, but we'll get there. Okay, everyone's shocked, but so is my Palpatine, which is a problem because he's not gaining bonus turn meter. So we need that to not be a thing. Our goal right now is just get Starkiller unleashed. Yep. We'll do the AoE. Horrifying. We're just trying to get him as much unleashed as possible. So we just want Palpatine to keep attacking, even if that means, you know, she is actually going to get a bunch of turn meter if she does this. That's great. And then Palpatine will assist, and we are about to be unleashed. But things generally could be going better in terms of people being alive. So she's gone now. He is about to become unleashed again, so let's just do that. Toss the barrel. And now this is where, hopefully, it becomes clean-ish. Okay. Could be better. Could be better. Yep, I want to do this. And now... I shouldn't have done that. There we go. That's who we were looking for. And now he's been doing that for too long. Let's get everyone shocked. And let's just start... He's not shocked, so let's try to get that on him. Palpatine will actually start getting turn meter now, because he's not shocked. And I will reiterate here. This is not a good idea if your opponent does not have a badly modded Malgus team. I cannot emphasize that enough. This only works right now because he was not modded well. Or all of these characters could have been modded better. Alright, there it is. Could have been better banners. Life goes on. And now, for his Star Killer team, we'll use JML. Do I have a problem with this? What's the problem with this? I see no problem with this right now. Is there anyone that I would rather not have here? And I'm pretty sure the answer is no. There's no one else I would rather have there. Yep, we'll just go with this. Shakti can get a little bit of recovery, but not really. This should just be fine. We'll start by trying to kill Visas Mar, not have to deal with any revives, and try to get some ability blocks on everybody. Not everybody likes to use this ability right off the bat, but I do. Fight me. I think we're okay. Do I want to dispel or do I want to start calling some assists? I think I want to get Revan in here to start doing some damage, and I want Visas gone. Let's give it back to Luke. Who's going to go next? Let's give it back to Revan. And interestingly, that's annoying. Yes, I know. You're very upset. We're gonna do... Everybody's shocked. Shakti's not shocked. Let's try to give it to Shakti. Great. Okay. And now, I actually... Yeah. Let's do... He's blinded. We'll get the blind off. Star Killer's a little high for me. I think my soul is a little concerned right now. Yeah. Alright. This is fine. Everything's fine. Ben's dead. I do need Palpatine to go away. He's actually going to get unleashed. I've never done this before. And I'm becoming slightly concerned, to be quite honest. Let's get that up. He is gonna become unleashed. He is unleashed. This is actually gonna ruin my day. Who dies? Honestly, who dies? We can try for Palpatine. We can try for Mara. I guess it's gotta be Palpatine. I think I just muffed this. I've done a terrible thing. I've done an absolutely terrible thing. This is embarrassing. Yeah. Best we can do is get Palpatine down. If we can get Palpatine down. Well. Now you know. I've preloaded a Star Killer team. Let's see how that goes for me. Alright. I'm horrified. I've never done that before. I imagine someone would say you should have controlled or just gone for Star Killer or Mara or Palpatine. You should have stopped someone. I didn't want Vsauce bringing them back, but now you know. Now I know. And I think the next best thing I can do, I had a feeling one of these was going to go awry. And so I think the next best thing I can do is something like CLS. I don't like the days. If Mara gets days on people, it's not great. But at the very least, we do get to kind of go first. And so I'm banking on counters killing everybody. So let's go with crit damage and offense because I just need Han. I need Han hitting as hard as possible. And actually, I know I said Mara. We're going to go for Palpatine because he was already weak. And now this is fine. This is fine, right? Honestly, embarrassing, but that's life. All right. Now let's really talk about embarrassing. Let's see if he has the same defense that I was expecting here. He does. Negotiator, I swear I saw Radis, but I do know. I remember there's no Marauder here, and I thought, well, we'll just figure it out. So we'll do the scariest one first. I haven't done this in so long. Ever since I got my Leviathan, I've just used Leviathan on everything. But I'm pretty confident in the mirror match. The question is, do I want to underman? Do I want to underman? And I do think I do. This should be enough. This should be enough because for an Executor Mirror, all you really want to do, if they have Houndstooth, if it's a Houndstooth mirror, just don't give their Houndstooth turn meter. You just focus their Houndstooth. You mark their, okay, you'll see. In the beginning, you have to target Houndstooth until it's time for Xanadu Blood. Xanadu Blood will go. You'll target Razor Crest. That will cause your Razor Crest. You call your Razor Crest to assist. It'll mark it, and then even if they're Houndstooth taunts, you can just kill their Razor Crest. And pretty much from there, it's just done. And if you want extra insurance, which I do, you call in your Ebon Hawk, and they can't target lock, and it's done. Okay, let's see if I remember this. It's been a minute. All right, so this is the beginning. Don't screw around. Just, I actually like to force the taunt on my Houndstooth. Why is this 1x? Yep, there you go. They have to target my Houndstooth. That's great. Now, we can do what we came to do. This will mark their Xanadu, or not Xanadu, their Razor Crest. And now we can just start going to town on the Razor Crest. And, yep, taunt again. That's great. And, yep, we'll play it safe. We'll call in the Ebon Hawk. Keep going to town. Keep going to town. There it is. Now this is basically the point where it's easy. Now it was supposed to be that way with Starkiller too, so let's see if I make a fool out of myself. Yeah, breach. We'll do the Mass Resist here just because we want to start landing breaches and target locks. Oh my. We can get rid of the taunt there. And then he is breached, so let's mark him. Oh, no, not him. Whatever. That's fine. We'll take out their Xanadu. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Doing your thing. And let's get the calf back up. Just to be extra safe. And they're not all breached yet, but they're about to be. There we go. Yep. Oh, I love when they start. I love when the brilliant AI just goes all in on him on Slave 1 when he has counter. It's fantastic. I mean, if you can't tell, this is actually over at this point. Yeah. Ooh, we're one away from the big laser beam. I guess that's fine. I should have just marked his Slave 1, but I'm being sloppy because I know it's already over. Nobody's breached, so we can get rid of the taunt. And Death Beam. Now that should... No, that doesn't recover anything. I thought it recovered. That's fine. Yes, I really did just call Ebon Hawk to assist. There you go. That's the Executor. Now, Finalizer. Even though my Malevolence is 6 stars and my Grievous is like gear 8, he doesn't have the optimal starting lineup, and you can basically just murder Kylo's ship. So let's see how that goes. No tank really does this team a disservice, to be quite honest. That's annoying, but that's life. Yep, we're gonna do this. Try to get those buzz droids on everyone. Get as many assists as possible. Do I actually want to cleanse that? He's got a lot of garbage going on. Let's cleanse him. We don't... I want to be safe. We don't need more buzz droids, but I'm not entirely convinced that he would die from the assists. Yep, that's what I was looking for. And now he'll die. He did not die. I am sad. I'm so confident when I say these things. Now he'll die. Okay. Yep, that's fine. We actually don't need to put more buzz droids on. Look at Sunfac, man. He's just taking it like a champ. I love this team. Malevolence is just... I don't know if I'll say brain dead, but it's really nice just knowing it's like a free offensive win. Now, this is horrifying. I don't typically do this. I almost never go fleets. I put my fleets on defense. I am hoping and praying and thinking, can we mirror match this? My negotiator's not amazing, but I do have the tank. What I'm trying to decide right now is, do I want to start with negotiator and then go into finalizer, or do I want to start with finalizer and then go into negotiator? Please stand by. All right, back in our lovely Shwuggadagaga, and we're going to look at ship counters, and we will see. We've got to try to find a negotiator that does not have Marauder, which, interestingly, I'm staring at it right here. I still wish you could filter... Can I do that? A lead? Does the ship count as a lead? So if I was to use my own negotiator. Huh! That counts as a lead. Okay, I want to find one that doesn't have Marauder. This one's 100%, but it's with Marauder. So this is tricky because neither of us seem to have a competent Marauder. And all of these wins involve Marauder. And so, just to get a feel, instead of negotiator for the lead, let's look at finalizer. It can be done. Very low sample size. Relatively consistent. Even when there's a Marauder. Lots of these call in Ebon Hawk, though. It's kind of looking like finalizer. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that because my finalizer fleet isn't where it could be. I'm torn, but I'm tempted to say what could go wrong with negotiator. Because I've actually got the tank. Plo Koon, who would I bring in after this? If I wanted some random light side ally to come on in here, who would it be? And I planned so far in advance that I actually kept my rebels for home 1 if I desperately ended up having to use home 1, which is why I'm not looking at rebels for this. I guess... Is this Reyes or is this Hans? This is Reyes. I would not typically do this. He's got 4. Lando. I'm kind of low on ships here if I want to save the rest. So let's see how this goes. I know with any negotiator fleet, it's basically kill Anakin and win the game. That's how that goes. So let's put buff immunity on Anakin. Yep, very scary. Always horrifying. We just need... Do I want to use this? I almost never use this. Debuffs gain protection. Yeah. Let's give it a try. Oh god! I'm sick to my stomach. You know what? Am I a schmuck? Should we have been going for Ahsoka the whole time? Because Anakin's just going to revive. If I'm going to take multiple attempts, I actually need to just get as many people dead as I can. We're going to try. We're going to try for Ahsoka. Oh my god, this is as bad as it could possibly be. Shame. Shame. This will make me physically ill if I lose this. Like, the whole thing rides on me taking top. That's not going to be there. What do we got? What do we got, Dark Side? I forget what I even have left over. Why would I bring in, just out of desperation? Oh, I'm physically ill. I'm physically ill. Yeah. I'm still going to try for Ahsoka here. I just need her gone. Let's do not that. Let's do this. Just make her go away. We just need her gone. Okay. And we will... Do I want to hunt him? He doesn't really attack out of turn, but they haven't done their mass swarm yet, have they? Have they? Let's play the long game. Let's hunt him. He needs to die. I'm going to go for the long game. Alright. Yep. Hopefully that's a stun. It is. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Let's give it back to Kylo. He's the big dog. Just try to do as much damage, get as many kills as we can. We need Kylo to stay alive for as long as possible. Let's try to get a target lock up. That's going to cause Kylo to do some more damage, do some more work, ramp over time. Let's keep this going. Keep this going. Kylo's next. I do want to do this. That should be enough. Anakin does not have undying, unending, whatever. Oh my gosh. It's like the worst feeling when they sit there. Doesn't this dispel buffs? Can't be evaded. Dispel all buffs, but is he like passively taunting? Let's find out. He is passively taunting. Why wouldn't he be? Let's get target lock up. Nope, missed the target lock. Please, Anakin's dead. This is over. He says. Anakin's dead. This is over. Fantastic. So, we will find out later. I do believe this is my win condition. You know, I should have... Oh, man. I should have saved CLS. I should have not used CLS to clean up the Starkiller team because his gas is just... This is weak. What else would we have lying around for gas? I don't think Radis does gas, right? Hope. Revive all. I thought this stopped. I thought this prevented revives, which is I'm sitting here going, Night Sisters. However, his Night Sisters, Imperial Troopers have like a 70% win rate. How fast? Oh, not fast. Really? Are you gonna make a fool out of me? He's got Thin Kron. Inflict blind. Interesting. I'm thinking about Imperial Troopers, and my Imperial Troopers are pretty darn fast. And I'm thinking to myself, Where's the best place for Imperial troopers? It's not gas. It's clearly not JMK. It could be this, but the whole gain turn meter when someone dies thing, the Night Sisters can throw it off, and once it's downhill, it's all gone. Do we try this? Please stand by. Okay. Here we are. Finn. And it's going to be, who do we have? Finn, RHF, RHP, Rose with no Omicron, and Zorii. Okay. So, let's just see. Finn, RHF, RHP, Zorii. Where's Rose? Find me one with Rose. It's because nobody uses that team. Rose. And now, for giggles, we're going to go to a lead, and we're going to say Veers. I was going to say when they do it with Scout Trooper. But I have Scout Trooper. I just recently got my Scout Trooper up and running. And that's because he has a daze and it prevents counters and yeah. Now this is interesting though. This is, that's bold. I don't know if I would go that far. So the question is, do you get rid of Gideon or do you get rid of range? Range to me has always been like integral to this team working. No, Dark Trooper? Oh boy. Is it Stark? Do I get rid of Stark? Let's play around. Let's play around. I don't use Stark anyways. I'm a fool. Do I get rid of Gideon or do I get rid of range? Range can call some very random assists. I think range is the one who's overkill, though. I'd rather get rid of range. Where is... Okay. I'd rather get rid of range because once you just get things going, you don't really need the extra hits. And I don't think anything's going to throw this off, right? Spice Runner skills, Thought there was some... Where's the one with the speed? There's more of us. And have 35 speed when they have equal or fewer allies, plus 35. So, I need to worry about someone going first with plus 35. That puts her at 310. Nobody else should be fast, but... I mean, Finn should be fast, but we already checked him. If he gets 35, he's not faster than Zorii. Yep. So what I don't want to do is go for Finn. Finn. Why would Rose be fast? She wouldn't be. Because of this. Where is it? Whenever this isn't the... Where's the one? There's so many. This kit is bonkers. It's probably Spice Runner skills. Aha! If that ally... when they fall below 100% health, right? Whenever an ally triggers the first time each resistance or smuggler ally falls below 100% health, that ally gains 100% turn meter. If that ally was a non-tank, they gain protection up. If that ally was a tank, they gain damage immunity and taunt for 1 turn instead. So you don't want that on Finn, tank Finn, because then I'll just have to sit here pounding away on him and I can't kill him. So I think this is the answer if we want to get a few extra points here. And we'll talk about why I want to get a few extra points in just a moment. So we're going to put that on Dark Trooper. That's what we do. And I believe this is the one that dazes everybody, right? Dispel all debuffs on all allies. Speed up. Inflict expose. Is this the one that does daze? Dispel all buffs. Am I blind? Surely I'm blind. Oh my god, did I forget to max his abilities? Am I about to be sad? Alright, let's think about this. Imperial Trooper allies gain critical damage up. Imperial Remnant allies speed up. Scout Trooper stealth. Call target ally to assist dealing. So I actually want the assist alone. Inflict expose and stagger. Daze enemy target, which can't be resisted. I suppose I don't want Finn countering, so we'll do this. Hopefully, good. It did not take him below, 1,000,000,000% health or whatever it is. I want to do this. I want to trigger some exposes, some staggers. Didn't mean for him to take that much damage. That's Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this. And as a matter of fact, I'm just going to do a basic. So what I want to do, I need to kill somebody. And it's going to be RHF or RHP. He's going to attack again. There it is. Okay. I knew he was going to get stealthed, and I knew I needed a big hit to get through it all. Let's get rid of some of that stealth, by the way. And this should do it. Aha. Ooh. Let's get rid of that turn meter. Aha. Give me another. Aha. Aha. That's nice. And now I really don't care if he gets damage immunity. Oh, Zorii must have to be alive for that. I don't know. There you go. Wasn't expecting to get another random win out of this. So optimally looking at this, I would have used something else on Starkiller because CLS is like an easy gas win. Against the Night Sisters, I just wasn't planning on this. I don't think I have anything like wildly useful specifically for the Night Sisters. I mean, they don't really attack out of turn. Iden isn't going to do what I would normally want her to do. I don't think Radis, like, Hope isn't good enough. I can't kill enough of them fast enough with my Radis team. Is there any way I could cheese this? Bounty hunters are always really tight. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I mean, she doesn't necessarily... Please tell me you have speed on your Marin. Of course you have some speed on your Marin. Wow. And Doc is not that tanky? Okay. Okay, I didn't think I'd be getting any more kills here. Do I want an AoE or do I want Dengar slowing people down? I think I want Dengar. Doesn't his basic inflict 60% chance for healing immunity? Kind of useful for the Night Sisters. However, I think I'm going to go Dengar. And then let me look at his AoE too. Ability block, defense down. I do think I'd still rather have Dengar. We're going to do this. I wasn't expecting to do this. Let's get max health and max protection. Do I want the dark side? The thing is I need Mando. So I'm trying to decide between do I want dark side or light side. This would only give him 15% health and protection, but honestly, kind of needs it. We'll go dark side. Dark side, armor pen, crit chance, accuracy. I don't know if crit avoidance is really that big of a deal. We'll do armor pen and crit chance. We'll see how this goes. I'm thinking there could be a cleanup here if I can get one insta-kill off on somebody. But my bounty hunter team is not great. We'll see what happens. Zombie's going to taunt because that's what Zombie does. We should taunt too. I don't like that. I knew this was going to happen, but I don't like that he's taunting, and I'm trying to decide. Yes, let's get rid of the taunt, and then we can use the mass assist. Oh, was not expecting. I didn't realize she was going to become the weakest at that point, which is great. That's fine. Marin's dead. Who is the weakest? I'm surprised I don't have payout yet. I'm truly shocked. This should do it. It didn't do it. It did do it. Okay. So, let's ability block Marin. No shenanigans. And normally, let's get these plagues off. We gotta get the plagues off. Rocket will not kill Zombie. However, it'll kill Marin. Let's get that turn meter down. Yeah, we'll taunt again for the frenzy. Get rid of the taunt. We'll do Asajj. She's not ability block. Get the stun on her. And evaporate our friend Daka. Keep going for Asajj. Saj is back. Guess that must be the second kill. Yeah. You're upset, I'm upset. We're all upset. Boba. Where's my Django? I have Django. Interesting. That wasn't supposed to be so easy. Now I'm really regretting not saving CLS for this, because now I'm about to throw just a bunch of... Oh. Oh my god. If he inflicts protection disruption, if we can get to hope, does that mean gas just sits forever? Join me on this journey, fellow friends. I don't know. I guess. Why? For an AoE, just something to have. And we'll use light side. We'll use crit avoidance. I'm horrified. This if this works at all, it's because his 501st just isn't amazing. Let's club him. Let's just want to get him down, right? We just want to get him down. Probably not going to get him down, but we'll see. We'll see. Things have already happened in this GAC that I wasn't expecting. That is not something I want. I certainly don't want armor shred on my fishman. These exposes are actually really helping me with getting gas down. This is by far, like, it's still really bad. This is still not how we want this to go. Yeah, go for Jin. That's what we're looking for. Oh, this might be the answer. We're about to AoE. Should we AoE? Or should we... I want to kill... I need those 9 exposes. Actually, I don't, because 5s has to die first. Right? Does he have his Zeta? He does have his Zetas. So I want to pop those exposes with this AoE at the same time that I get gas down. Good. Now, 5s is next. Whether I can actually kill 5s, to be determined. But 5s has to be next. Oh, I'm so sad. Get the frenzy. Oh, no. Oh, misery. Sadness. Not rad. I don't want him to counter Radis. Oh. Come on, we just need hope. All we need is a little bit of hope. Okay. Will this make gas sit down? Find out on today's episode. Oh my god, it does. This is our only chance. This is our only chance. It's gone. I thought protection disruption would stay like Sith Eternals when he sat down. Yeah, no. Alright. I was so excited. I knew it was going to make him sit, but I thought it would just sit there and stick to him. Yeah. On a good day, what's the best thing I can do? The best thing I can do here is get a kill on 5s after getting gas to sit down. And then I can maybe 2-shot it. Rex is here, so I'm not really confident in, like, Savage being the answer. But Savage he's tanky. And we're about to hodgepodge this, but it's what we must do. This is gross. But I've seen crazier things happen. Armor pen. This might be the answer. If there's gonna be an answer, this might be the answer, but we'll see. This shouldn't work. Yeah, I have one option. I'm hoping the assists here, like, do something for me. That's the goal. Do that. Do that. I do want to get everyone weak. I want to get the clones as low as possible so that if and when he sits down, you know, we've got something going on there. And somehow I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, why is this better than the last time? I know why it's better, but can we can't get a daze because everybody's still got tenacity up. Hey Savage, aren't you supposed to like taunt sometimes for some reason? There we go. Get that resilient defense there. Okay, so this is really bizarre. I mean, it's not bizarre in the sense that it shouldn't work. It's bizarre in the sense that of all the things that were gonna work, doesn't he attack again if he already had advantage? He's called to assist. I do want to do this so that he'll do that. Why is this happening? I'll save Kylo's stun for when gas stands up. This actually kind of hurts my soul. This actually kind of hurts my soul. Can we get a daze? No daze. Just whack him. Hit him with the stick. This... Oh, God. My dude. Hey, Kylo, I know you're slow, but... You know. Wow. Okay. Alright. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me try to beat on Kenobi. Well, can we get one kill? Is that a thing? Here, hold on. Since we're sitting on the nuke that is Anakin, I don't want a tank. I want Qui-Gon to die, and I just want to hit people with as much boom as possible. Armor pen? I don't even need them to have a bunch of health. I just need them to hit as hard as possible. So I'm thinking like offense, crit damage, crit chance. Go for the armor pen and the crit chance, I guess. Let's just see if someone dies. They shouldn't. Shouldn't. Wow, of course they don't. Okay, that's fine. Just do this. Oh, right. Because I'm a noob. Qui-Gon's Omicron doesn't work against Galactic Legends. So that was completely pointless. All right. So takeaways here. I'll leave a comment down below who ends up winning this. But my win condition was supposed to be he gets stuck on my bottom or he just doesn't go bottom. He can't go bottom. He goes top. He gets stuck on my Leviathan. He can't take more than a single zone. I take 2 zones. It's over. I win. Disaster, air quotes, is that he gets through bottom and he can also take top, and that means he takes 2 zones plus a 3rd zone, and that at that point it's over. To be determined. That's why oh, he failed again while we were here. He failed a 3rd time on the Zorii team. This is looking okay. But yeah, what I wanted to happen at the beginning of all this was he starts by going top. He gets stuck on Leviathan. He used some resources top, so he has less on bottom. He gets stuck on bottom. He loses. Order of operations, I guess it doesn't matter if he would have went top first or bottom first. I never want them to go bottom first because then they see the junk behind it and they realize that that's like a free win. I want them to go top first. But yeah, quite honestly, I wasn't expecting to take any of these 3 teams down here. This was all just a joke. And if he was modded properly, if his characters were modded properly, I couldn't have done this. His Zorii team should be faster. If his Zorii team was as fast as they should be, my Imperial Troopers wouldn't have been able to go first, and they wouldn't have been able to do that. This gas team, as you saw, it was actually pretty easy with that 2nd team I tried to use, so that probably would have fallen anyways. But same thing up here. If these were actually modded well and they had good health and whatnot, they probably wouldn't have fallen to my very mediocre bounty hunter team. But all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was fun, something interesting, and I will see you all next time. Again, if you want to know what ends up happening after today, keep an eye out down below in the comments, and see you next time.